Shalom, Israel. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash, number one to the apostles and the elders, great millstone, and Shalom to Lek up there doing this work of faith and labor of love, true sincerity. All right, now I want to get into a quick topic based upon this quote, from Dame Dash. Everybody, brothers should know who he is, and I'm gonna just read it, and it reads. You got to remain calm at all times. There's going to be pressure. It's supposed to be pressure. It's about how cool you are when the pressure comes. And, that's a great saying, because what ultimately are we headed for? The great temptation that everyone will be faced with, when Esau implements that chip, right? So, real quick, I'm going to go to Revelations 3 and 10, and it reads, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. What? That's that pressure, which shall come upon all the world to try them which dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Okay, and that's what it's all about. Because when it all comes down to it, the whole world is going to be faced with this great temptation, whether they recognize it as the great temptation or not. The fact is, we know what it is. We know it's coming upon the mass of the people. We know what to abstain from. We know that we are to hold fast, in the face of all danger, because ultimately, as the scriptures say, fear not him who was able to kill the body, but fear him who was able to kill the body and the spirit both in hell, roughly paraphrasing, So there's going to be pressure. There's going to be pressure on everyone. But ultimately, the pressure is really going to be upon us, because we know that we have a crown of glory awaiting for us if we maintain a tried and true throughout, that pressure. When that pressure is applied by Esau and when he comes in like a flood, all right? That's what we know to be true. So, and that also makes me think of this direct scripture that applies to it, which is in the book. It's one of my favorite precepts that I always grab in the book of Proverbs. Nice, short, and sweet, and to the point, right? This is the book of Proverbs. It's like I'm in Proverbs 10. I ain't in Proverbs 10. This is the book of Proverbs 3 and 20. I'm gonna start at verse 21. Proverbs 3 and 21. My son, let them not depart from thine eyes. Keep sound wisdom and discretion. So shall they be life unto thy soul and grace to thy neck. So what? The scriptures say that knowledge of wisdom shall be the stability of our times. So what? We're supposed to be stable when these times comes. And what? Because if we keep them, when it says, well, let them not depart from thine eyes, what? That's keeping our eyes on the prize. Because what? That's what's going to keep us, throughout this lifetime until, that time comes, and even through when that time comes, right? So shall they be life unto thy soul, because that's what it gives us. The scriptures give us life, right? And grace to thy neck. Then shalt thou walk in thy way safely, and thy foot shall not stumble. When thou liest down, thou shalt not be afraid. Yea, thou shalt lie down, and thy sleep shall be sweet. Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh. Now that's that pressure, because it said what? Sudden fear. Fear comes within an instant. Things that happen to us, things happen within an instant. When do we have to realize things? When they happen within an instant. Me, myself, personally, I'm a more meditative thinker, but I notice in certain situations, like you feel different because you don't have that time to you don't have that time to sit back and analyze things. You have to react in a moment when that pressure is being applied with various situations, whether you on a job, whether it's you arguing with somebody or whatever the case may be. You have to know how to apply yourself within that moment. And through the grace and the spirit of power of Yahweh Shah, we hope that the Lord have that mercy and that grace upon us, to put the spirit upon us to do and to say the right things when those times when we are presented with those times right before our eyes, man. And especially when we're apply that pressure with the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, and the desolation of the wicked. We know that that's going to come swift, fast, in a hurry. The Lord Yahweh Shai, he can't wait, with all his legions of angels to come and wreck shop on this place. But what we know, that fear that's going to come upon the world, even though we're going to fear as well, just because we're in this flesh. But we know not to fear ultimately. Why? Because that desolation that is coming, it is not for us. The desolation that's coming, that's for the wicked. That's for Esau. That's for these other nations. That's for 2/3 of our people here in America, right? And whoever amongst our nation across the world that's going to be destroyed. Thus saith the Lord. That's what the desolation is for. So when those times of fear suddenly come upon us, and we have to remain calm within those times, the scriptures are going to keep us calm. The spirit of the Lord is what's going to keep us calm. Us dwelling upon what we're going to have, that's going to keep us calm. You may be, brothers are going to be faced with martyrdom. Brothers are going to be faced with your family members being put to death right before your face. But what ultimately keeps us calm is that hope, that faith, that trust that we have in our Lord Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shah. That's what ultimately has to keep us, because if that doesn't keep us, then what will? Nothing will, man. This is the ultimate test in which we're all going to be facing. So we always have to, in any given situation, I learned that's for me personally, and I know it should be a universal thing. When you remain calm throughout any situation, you allow the spirit to work with you more. Because what? Satan plays upon fear. Satan plays upon your emotions and your reactions within any given moment to make you do the opposite of what your spirit really wants you to do. So you got to know how to react within those given situations and allow the spirit of the Lord to rest upon you with every situation that you deal with on a daily. Because just like that, how do many of our people end up in jail, or end up dying, or this happened, or this tragic accident happened? Because why? They let their feelings and their emotions overtake them, and that's what Satan plays upon, because it's a sense of fear, it's a sense of whatever it may be, a sense of loss, a sense of this, a sense of that. Satan knows how to play upon that. Why? Because what? Satan is well aware of what weakens us. Satan is well aware of our weaknesses, so he obviously plays upon that. But we got to know how to counter that and deal with calmness of spirit, because that's the spirit of Yahweh Shah, right? That's the spirit of Yahweh and Yahweh Shah is us having that soundness of mind. Soundness of mind basically gets into the word temperance, basically gets into the word balance, and that's being on that even keel. So this is how we're going to be able to escape these said perils and to get through, thus saith the Lord, and by the spirit of the Lord resting safely upon us, So makes me want to go to Slakia. What book am I looking for? Hebrews 12. It's hot. So Hebrews 12 and 5. And it says, actually I want to get down to the point, well, I'm going to read this and then I'm going to jump down to the other point. Hebrews 12 and 5. And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. Okay. Verse 11. Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. Okay, wherefore lift up the hands which hang down and the feeble knees. All right, and make straight paths for your feet, lest that which is lame be turned out of the way, but let it rather be healed. So that's what it all boils down to. Us being, when we're faced, with that hour of temptation, we know that whatever we're going through at that moment, whether you got to see your family member be put to death, whether you got to see your family turn against you, whether we got to be tortured, whether Esau going to waterboard us, whatever the case may be, that chastening for that present time is going to be grievous, not joyous, but what? Afterwards, it's going to yield that peaceable fruit of righteousness that we have been exercised thereby. And what is that ultimate piece of righteousness, or that fruit of righteousness which we're looking for? The kingdom of heaven, that crown that's going to safely rest upon our heads when we do as we finish our course and we have run this race till it can't be run no more. Until Yahweh Shah say it's done. Good job, well done. I've got my glory, through the destruction of this earth. Now it's time for you to get your glory on the back end. And that's what it all boils down to. So in the times of adversity, brothers, we all got to know how to stay calm, no matter what situation is you're going through, that we're going through. Remain calm through it all and allow the spirit of soundness from Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, the spirit of temperance, the spirit of a sound mind, of balance, of resolve, to rest upon your spirit, whenever you're going through any situation on a daily, and especially, when these ultimate sad perils we are presented with, right before us, which is the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, man. So with that, I hope this segment was edifying, and I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to Lek out there doing this work of faith and labor of love and true sincerity. Shalom.